cubicle card. MoYu AoFu V5 7x7 triple track magnetic version. Let's get into it. Nice little card that I cannot read. Nice little screwdriver, and then we get to the cube. Alright, so it is a matte plastic. It's not UV coated, which is kind of different than I'm used to recently with, for example, the GAN and the MoYu AoFu V11. This is the GAN 16 Max, Wailong V11 8 magnet ball core. Okay, it's so different with the no UV coating. Alright, so this is my first 7x7. Do some first turns. Oh, that actually feels really nice. So it does feel a bit dry out of the box. I'm sure it'll wear in and get better. And I know this MoYu material breaks in after a little bit. Oh, it is so small. Here's my GAN 5x5 for comparison. You can see how much smaller the inner pieces are here, and then this is the MoYu AoFu. Let's get into some inner slice moves. Alright, so the two inner layers are super strong magnetic. As you go out, they get weaker and weaker. Oh, a little lock up there. So this is actually my first time ever holding or using a 7x7. I am going to record my first time ever solving one in this video, and I'll obviously time lapse it and put a timer with it so you guys can see how long it takes me, but probably a good while. But yeah, the pieces are super small, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of them sometimes. And again, I'm not used to a 7x7 in general, but I can already feel it getting a little smoother as I mess with it and break it in a bit. It is crazy just how small these pieces are. J-perm. Little lock up there. There we go, not too bad. Yeah, so again, this is my first 7x7. Look at that, another little lock up there. My turning style is quite rough, so it's kind of to be expected that I'll get some lockups, especially on a cube like this. You see that? For example, like, oh, this UV coating feels so nice on my Wailong V11. And then again, for reference, this is the MoYu AoFu V7 4x4. This is the GAN 5x5, and then this is the MoYu AoFu V5 7x7. See the size difference there. This is even smaller than the GAN 5x5. And I'll throw a 3x3 in there as well. You can kind of see the difference in size there. And again, I've never owned a 7x7 before, but from what I've heard, this is quite small. What I will say is, from using this even a little bit, it's already breaking in and getting a lot smoother and easier to turn. Just so worried about popping it because all the little pieces, and I do not want to put this back together. So it definitely feels like a MoYu cube. Like, you can tell this is a MoYu. It has the compact feel. It's pretty heavy, obviously, with all the mechanisms inside and whatnot and all the pieces, but I'd say it's almost double as heavy as the GAN 5x5. Outer layers are super smooth. Again, getting better as it breaks in. Inner layers also pretty smooth. Just a bit small and hard to grab onto, but I mean, you aren't doing these kind of algorithms when you're solving anyway. Oh no. I'm gonna put my solve at the end and give my impressions here. Yeah, final review. I don't really have much to compare it to because I've never, again, used a different 7x7, but it does turn very nice. It's very buttery smooth. One thing I will say to be aware of is the potential pops. I'm not sure how other 7x7s are, but if your turn style is quite aggressive like mine, then you will have problems. So this is just first impressions. I can't really give a full opinion on the cube, obviously, after solving it one time. I will say that it is quite expensive. If you aren't serious or want to be serious at 7x7, I'd probably say to get a cheaper option. I personally just like having the best cubes, and I needed a 7x7. That is why I picked it up. I don't take it super seriously. I'm not the fastest. I average around 15 seconds on a 3x3, around a minute on a 4x4, and maybe like 2 minutes on a 5x5. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my trials and tribulations, like, subscribe, and let me know. Alright, I think it's about that time. Scramble the outside layers first. And again, I haven't set this up at all. It's fresh out of the box. Get those middle layers turned. Oh, there we go. Again, I have never solved a 7x7. We're getting a little bit of lockups here. Oh, this is rough. There we go. Whew. I almost ended up building a 7x7 before ever solving one. Look at that. Oh, great. Oh. That took me far, far, far too long. Now I will get to solving. Change to reduction here because I'm not really able to figure this out. I've been at this for way too long now. Oh, great. This is a scary one. Alright. There's the other. Alright, back in business. Where were we? Wait. Did it pop as I finished it? And then, of course, we get an E-perm. And it's solved. That was my first time ever solving a 7x7. Didn't use any help or instructions, just kind of figured it out based on the things I've learned from 3, 4, and 5. But yeah, interesting experience to say the least. I mean, popped before, popped during, a few times actually. Look at that. I think I just need to be a little more delicate and calm with my turning, because again, I do have a very aggressive turning style. Honestly, solving the 7x7 made the 5x5 seem so much easier. Alright, that's all. See you later.